you still snuff French kiss?
French kiss? Yes,
Good.
absolutely. Yes.
Good. And then I was gonna think about a song that brings you inspiration.
I have moods. So
Yeah.
it all depends. If I'm in a certain mood and I'm creating a collection right now, so right now,
Yeah.
I'm listening to a lot of like Sinatra,
Yes.
Sam Cooke, like really old school. I don't know why I'm just in that mode right now.
Okay.
But sometimes when I'm painting, I'm listening to hardcore rap and R&B, hip hop.
wow.
It all depends on the mood. It's very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
And what's like nostalgic, what takes you back to that moment.
Yeah.
There is certain music that's the beautiful thing about music though, because anytime you hear a song specifically, you know exactly where you were and exactly what you were doing at that moment. You know, it always brings you back. I feel like there's no other trap that does that music. Music's very powerful like that.
Yeah.
And if you're down, you listen to a specific song, it helps you. If you're up, you listen to specific songs.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, but that's
right now I'm in the old,
the old
timing
style.
side. Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think that's maybe also the fashion then that you feel
I'm
maybe
curious to
fashion
see
of
what the
bringing?
fashion is going to be, because we do, like I said, we have a collection coming up soon that we're going to be showing. So it's weird. I was trying to get inspiration, and that's kind of where I was gravitating towards. So I'm curious to see what the pieces are going to look like. Yeah, what comes out of it.
Yeah, maybe also if it could be also the vibe of the world today.
Yeah,
so maybe
that we need some kind of
going back to the old.
Absolutely, because the trajectory right now is not the most amazing trajectory.
No.
Yeah, so maybe that's also too like longing for what could have been or what was.
Yes,
so that could also be it. That's true. That's very interesting point. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
and we would all love to hear how you ended in the fashion industry and doing your own design. What inspired you?
I always wanted to do art and fashion. That was always the goal.
Yeah,
but I had to, pay for art school. I had to pay for that kind of lifestyle. So I went out and I finally pursued this is a long-winded answer. Trying to think what's the best way to answer it. Something I always wanted to do, and I'm finally doing it. I just needed to be ready. I feel like we all need to be ready to pull the trigger, do what we got to do, and just jump into it. Yeah,
and were you inspired by someone like?
I had a lot of inspiration.
Yeah,
Picasso, Karl Lagerfeld, Karin Rothschild, a bunch of people that truly inspired me. But it's always something that I knew I wanted to do. I wasn't happy with my previous profession, but it was fulfilling and financially, but it wasn't something I wanted to do. No, I think I've mentioned this many times, but I was finishing up my banking route, and then there was a Starbucks I always went to, and it had Oprah was doing chai tea lattes at the time, and every morning she had a quote on one of her sleeves, on the drink sleeve, and that morning my sleeve wrote, "Follow your passion, it'll lead you to your purpose." And I just quit my job and I started my company. And I still have that sleeve. I frame it. It's in my office. So yeah, it's framed in my office. Anytime I feel like, what am I doing? I look at that and it just lets me know I'm on the right path. So I started the fashion line, and then it was instantaneous, amazing.
But it is interesting, what you said with quote. Because for me too, I remember I was reading from this actress. She was saying, "Come on," and she says, "Get up your feet, don't sit there and wait, do it yourself." And that inspired me.
You think it's talking to you, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It is interesting how these
people can tell you everything, and then you read something that's not even meant for you, and then it just kind of
triggers that.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
So it shows how much power words
are,
and
it brings it back to that. Yes, it all connected.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
It is, yeah.
And what do you feel about dance? Do you feel dance is also an inspiration to your fashion?
In the sense of movement, for sure, and the fabrics moving and just the flow. That's very important when I choose fabric specifically. Yeah. To see how they conform to the body, the silhouette, our first collection at Paris Fashion Week, which we were there.
Yes.
It was a lot about the silhouette and just the flow and the movement of the wardrobe, like the clothes when they're walking, and how they photograph and how they feel on the body. You want it to feel good on the body as well. And that's another reason we use silk, aside from the fact that it's a natural fiber and it's biodegradable. It just feels great on the skin.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're not wearing anything. It's breathable.
Yeah.
Even that dress you were wearing, it's underneath with silk, like the top over here. It just is, and the fabric under the sequence, that's like a silk note.
So you felt that.
You feel
so
it.
soft.
Yeah, you just feel it.
But even the whole
The sequence,
yes, well, even they were soft.
Yeah, everything. I'm very meticulous and particular about the fabrics and materials I use, so that was important. So the flow as well, and just like that image in your movie with the red dress, those are all imagery. That's movement, right? That's dance. True. And it really heightens the experience of the garment. Yeah. So absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we would love to hear. So tell us now what I know it's going to happen very soon. But tell us about the fashion event.
Oh yes. So the show's coming up October 7th, which is super quick. We just got invited. So it's LA Fashion Week, and so it's a spring summer 24 collection. I already have a few pieces, but we still have to make a couple more for the collection. It's going to be around 17 looks. So we have a lot to do in 3 weeks. And then hopefully back to Paris in February. Yeah. Yes. So it's going fast. There was like a COVID lull, and then now it's like back. Very grateful.
And then
very
also, I know you had a few red carpet events as well that you were dressing. So
quite a few, yeah.
Yes. You have to tell us all about that as well. You had the from the TV series.
Yes. Brian Cox from Succession. We have quite a few. We the Grammys. Dating Sachs. We have the SAG Awards. And we did a bunch. It was very. It's been great. It's been a whirlwind, especially with everything that's happening in the world. We just got very blessed to be able to work with a bunch of different production companies and stylists, and have clients that trust us with their looks, especially for such an important moment. Yeah. To go and actually win an award and have us clothe you. Yeah. That was such a special moment. Yeah. And we've been very grateful in such a small period. It's only been 5 years that I've had my brand. To have so many of those moments, feel very grateful and very blessed.
Yeah, you're very talented.
Thank you. But hard, like it is work, right? So hard work does pay off. I know it sounds very cliche, but it's very true. Yeah, I know. If you don't stop, and I was having this discussion with your husband yesterday. It's like, if you don't stop, you'll make it. Yeah. As long as you don't give up, you will make it. True. You will always make it. Yeah. Always.
No, you have to be persistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
You give up, it's done.
It's done.
Right? You'll never know. No. So.
No. But it's amazing, all your clothes. And the funny, you have to tell the funny story you told me as well, you know?
Oh! Are we going to talk about that? So we have a lot of musicians. Why not? Let's
when we talk about music. The news today in the music.
We have a lot.
Tell the camera.
We have a lot of musicians, recurring clients, a lot and pretty heavy names, especially drummers and whatnot, and they love our pants because they say that their balls don't sweat.
They can breathe.
They can breathe, especially in the amount of hours on stage, concerts, tours. There's no sweat in the balls. So they love it. And it's so interesting that even became a thing.
I love it.
You know what I mean? It's like a byproduct of something. It's insane. So I always ask, I asked you yesterday a couple of times too, how do you feel?
Yeah.
You always want to get feedback, right?
Absolutely.
You always want to do better. Yeah. And that's the majority of the feedback is they're like, no, I love it. And they keep ordering more. Yeah. Just so they can breathe, and it's easy. I love that. Even on the red carpet, it's always a positive feedback. Is the no sweat on the balls. Yeah.
It's great.
We got to market that.
For sure.
Your daughter said she's going to help me market it.
No
So I'm
sweaty
trying to add
balls.
no sweaty balls.
No sweaty balls. We like that.
We gotta figure out, yeah.
Yeah. And then my last
Oh my
question
God.
to you is, how does music make you feel?
Music is, I honestly can't live without music. I listen to music every day. When I wake up, I listen to music. When I'm in the shower, I listen to music. When I want to be inspired, I listen to music. On the road, I'm listening to music. It's extremely influential. It's insane. It dictates your mood.
Yeah.
It's the go-to. If you feel down, you want to listen to something. If you feel up, you want to listen to something. Dancing, like all of that. Music is.
Yeah, will you dance around the studio?
Oh
when
yeah,
you do,
all the time.
Oh, I
Are
love
you
that.
kidding me?
Oh, I love
My
that.
team thinks I'm crazy.
Oh, I love that.
You sometimes, especially if one member is feeling down, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You always want to get up, put some music on. It's so crazy how it just changed you like that. You know, it's very. I don't know many other art forms that can do that instantaneously. You know,
True.
art can move you absolutely, but to just if you're feeling down and someone puts on like some kind of salsa or something, you're up, you're dancing. Yeah, you know, you can. Even in that moment, it'll make you forget about your problems.
True.
In that moment.
No, but I remember I had a big heartbreak in London.
Yeah.
And I went dancing. I didn't drink, but I went dancing the whole night.
Yeah.
And next morning it was fine.
Yeah.
It's like dancing out.
And it's also, you're letting it out. You know, your energy. It's all energy.
As you say, if you feel sad, you dance and you put on happy music. And
it's temporary. It's not like the solution to everything, but it still works.
Yeah.
It absolutely works.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely
No, and I
powerful.
love what you say about the flowing of your clothes, you know.
Yeah.
It's so true, you know.
All
the movement.
mixed. It's all intertwined.
Yeah.
Everything is connected.
Art is amazing.
It's beautiful. And I think we realized that more than ever, especially during COVID. Because art was the only thing that was keeping people, aside from the everything else, healthcare, food, all that stuff. I'm talking about the intangibles, like music, art, creative content was what's keeping everyone sane. Yes. So.
And it was wonderful because we had that event with Badara. And that's how we got to meet.
Absolutely.
So for us, it was good.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was a blessing in itself. Now we're here.
Yes.
And it's so great. It's so amazing. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It works.
Yeah. So wonderful. But thank you so much.
Absolutely.